Hello everyone, I'm Kalen North, and welcome back to Terra Invicta. This is part 37 of our Protectorate run. It's been a couple of months since I've recorded one of these, and there have been a couple of patches to the game. I'm playing on the rollback patch just to finish the game out on the same settings as I started with. So this is still, I think it's 0.3.76, but yeah, we're going to try and wrap this up as best we can. Grind out the win condition, and finish up the game. So, to that end, we are going to be doing a few things, but the main thing is we're going to be trying to expand the Caliphate more. So I'm going to go ahead and have Eric go on and set policy in the Caliphate. We're going to set up some alliance.
Standing by.
We're going to set up some federations, ideally here. Yeah, we're going to federate with the African Union, so that'll be exciting. Urantika is going to, let's see, we want to keep Saudi Arabia under control. Saudi Arabia actually is looking pretty good right now. So I'm going to have Urantika go ahead and... one thing I was thinking about is disarming a bunch of our nuclear warheads. So I'm actually probably going to have that be our goal here, is disarm nuclear warheads in India and the Pan-Asian Combine, so that we can more easily yield control in one of those nations, at least temporarily, if we have to.
Time to make our move.
So we'll set national
At your
policy
service.
there. Madeline, I want to double check who's got high unrest. Bolivia does, but we're not too worried about that. Caliphate does, and that's a bigger problem, as does Sri Lanka. Let's go ahead and stabilize nation in the Caliphate.
Restoring order.
Andor can do, in fact, the same thing. Stabilize nation in the Caliphate.
Peace to this nation.
And let's confirm assignments and get running. Turn up the time. Industrial Support Agreement Project. We can get more resources from the aliens. We don't really need that right now.
Offering support.
Yep.
I will help them.
Yep, we're gonna let our armies heal. We're still waiting on a few cooldowns. In the Montevideo region, wait a minute, what was that? I don't know why we're trying to conquer Uruguay. I guess we'll just let that happen. And then send those armies
Order
home.
is returning.
Violence is abating.
All right. Looks like we've got a assault carrier showing up in space. That's probably not great, but we'll do what we can about it anyway. If they decide to land, we'll deal with it then. As long as they don't land in our territory, we actually would be all right with some of that. So Caliphate is going to federate with the African Union.
Policy direction complete.
India, I want to disarm nuclear weapons. All right, Greater Indonesia is completed. That's good. I want to arrange by category here. So, lots and lots of text still, of course. We're not going to worry about most of these. Greater Caliphate is pretty important, I think, here, because we want to try and get as much territory as possible into the Caliphate. So I'm going to go ahead and research that. And we will run time. And we lost our point in Taiwan, that's fine. We lost a point in the European Union, that's less fine. We'll take that back shortly. Let's see. Looks like we've committed an atrocity, but we can get a public opinion boost for it by paying some money. So we'll do that. Alright, the servants have a couple of our armies now. Oh, we should level up our counselors quickly. I will augment Eric. Oh, we have all of the cybernetic augmentations. We don't want the loyalty monitor, but we can get them the rest of these. So let's do that. Enhanced senses, management AI, countermeasures, and then I'm going to give Eric an extra point of command with the intent of getting our CP cap up further. And then let's see, are these all? Yeah. So we need to do these on everyone. I am putting even some potentially not so useful ones on everyone, just because we might try to go and I might try to go and rearrange orgs later, but I'm gonna worry about that when it happens. So. All right, battle computer. Interlink, senses, P defense system, management AI, countermeasures. Some of these are a little more useful than others for some of these counselors, but we still want to do them all. Alright. Sorry, this takes a little while. Alright, so all the councils are updated. We're not going to worry about orgs at this point. Andor is going to go ahead and take that control point back in the European Union.
Ready to go.
Because we don't want to let anyone else take that. Eric, let's see. His command score is actually pretty good now. We'll stabilize the Caliphate.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Urantika also has a pretty good command score at this point, but not as good as Madeline's. We'll have her disarm the rest of the warheads in India.
Heading
I
to the
believe there
capital.
are 3 left,
Where
so
to?
we will get rid of that stockpile.
We'll turn down the heat.
All right, and then I believe that should be fine.
Offering assistance.
Offering counsel.
Greater Austronesia, that is going to be useful. I actually want that, I think. Well, I guess we'll let medium green arc laser batteries go. I don't know that we really need that. We lose some of our bonus, though, to these projects if we research too many of them, so I'm not sure I want to change to that just yet. Otherwise, we're going to keep running time.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are cooling off.
Caliphate is doing well. Integrated resource market project. Regime change in Uruguay. All right. So we will go ahead and replace this with, we're going to go ahead and invest in their economy. Oh, wow. They actually have full mission control in Uruguay. That's kind of surprising. Let's put everything into economy and welfare. That seems pretty good, actually. Yeah. All right. Let's send these guys home. We want to send you to Shanghai. Shanghai. Where's Shanghai? There it is. Deploy back to Shanghai, and then the other one will deploy back to Harbin. So they'll get back in a little over a month, but that's fine. Scandal. We had a scandal in Bolivia. We can lose stuff, or we can attempt to bury the scandal. That doesn't seem very useful. Let's have our people resign gracefully.
Mission complete.
Alright, we're going to disarm warheads in India. Huzzah, nuclear disarmament. And we took the European Union back. Let's get our priorities reset there. Alright, we got a dry hole, unfortunately, here. We can resurvey the site and see if we get lucky. We got lucky, so that's good. But we still lose some there. We're probably done in space, though, at this point, so I don't know that this matters too much. Alright. I believe we had a couple more cooldowns at Caliphate that have worn off. So we can go ahead and add some new alliances. Oh, Caliphate is rivalry with the European Union and Pan-Asian Combine. We want to end that. We want to ally with Israel. Uruguay, we don't care what their relationship is. So let's go ahead and do that. Who are we still at war with? Let's take a look at that. Pan-Asian Combine is at war with Malaysia. We should probably end that war, because we don't want to just randomly get more atrocities. Yeah, so let's end that war. Do we need to seek peace? Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have Antica go ahead and actually let's have Eric do that.
What's the op?
So Eric is going to set national policy in the Pan-Asian Combine to seek
On
peace.
my way to the capital.
How are
Your
we doing on
orders?
cooldown there? We're 131 days out before we can start disarming the nuclear, excuse me, the nuclear forces of the Pan-Asian Combine. Part of my plan here is to be able to go on to crackdown in these nations and not give up nuclear warheads to the enemy. So that is the hope here, is that will work. I believe we want to declare war on Jordan from the Caliphate. Because we want to go and annex their territory. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war, or declare a rivalry. Urantika can go ahead and set national policy in the Caliphate.
On my way to the capital. I'm here.
And then Madeline can continue to
We'll
stabilize the
restore
Caliphate.
peace to this nation.
Where to?
As can Anjor.
We will turn down the heat.
And then let's confirm assignments and run with it.
Lending my expertise.
Offering assistance.
All right. Other cooldowns. We're getting closer, I think, on Sri Lanka.
Order is returning.
All right, critical success there. That's nice.
Mission complete.
All right, we're going to seek peace with Malaysia.
Prepping for next mission.
Just to end that conflict.
Policy direction complete.
I want to declare war on Jordan and the Pan-Asian Combine. I don't want to declare war on the Pan-Asian Combine. I need to end the alliance between Jordan and the Pan-Asian Combine. And then we can declare war on Jordan. Pacific Defense League, do I want them to join? No, I don't think so. Israel, I would like to join. African Union, yeah, join the war. India will decline. Saudi Arabia definitely join the war. Alright, so then let us deploy all of our forces to Jordan. Which has a fairly strong military. So this could go south. But we'll do our best. All right, and then let's run time. All right, so we got a little more CP cap, which we want to keep on getting more CP cap. So we're going to keep on grinding that project. And we lost a point in India. That's unfortunate. And we lost Uruguay, which is okay. All right. So then, we need Anjor to go and retake India.
Acknowledged.
Eric, do we want to investigate alien activity? We could. I don't know that it matters too much at this point. How are we doing in terms of popularity? Singapore is low. Pacific Defense League is low. Caliphate is kind of low. I'm going to have Eric go ahead and run a public campaign in the Caliphate.
We'll make our appeal.
Urantika can continue to stabilize nation in the Caliphate,
Restore peace to
as
this
can
nation.
Madeline.
Standing by.
How is our unrest doing other than that? We have things going up, but not too badly, so that'll be fine. I do want, I think, to... Have I abandoned Canada recently? I have not. I'm going to do that to get our CP cap down, or our CP usage down. And then let's confirm assignments and let the war run. All right. So Israel has begun occupying Jordan.
Counsel.
Lending my expertise.
That African Union army is not going to get there very fast. That's fine. All right, we finished medium green arc laser batteries. I don't think we care about pretty much everything else in here. So I'm going to go ahead and... What's network intrusion protocols? That doesn't do very much. I guess let's go for Greater Austronesia. Give Indonesia a bunch of claims so that we can potentially unify a bunch of territory under them and then take them with the Caliphate. So that'll be, well, those will grind their way out.
Things are cooling off.
All right.
Order is returning.
Caliphate is down
Public
to
sentiment is
peaceful.
increasingly with us.
We're more popular there. We got a crackdown on the Pacific Defense League. Interesting. That's okay. We'll take it back if we need it. I wanted to check on the health of all these armies. They're doing okay. Alright, and we have India back. Let's copy across our priorities. Trying to deploy a navy in India, which we have no navies yet, so that'll hopefully help. Other factions are doing things in space. All right. So we've got all of our control points for the moment. How is the cooldown in India going with Sri Lanka? That cools down in March, so that's pretty soon. We should probably ally India to the Pan-Asian Combine. Might as well. Pan-Asian Combine. We'll ally to the European Union, the African Union, the Pacific Defense League. How soon until this one? Saudi Arabia is an ally with a breakaway nation? We're allied with Taiwan. Why are we allied with Taiwan? Let's get rid of that. Okay, so unally, go back to normal relations with Taiwan, and then we should be able to ally the Pan-Asian Combine, or at least end rivalry with Saudi Arabia. Alright, well, we'll worry about the rest of that later. Okay, for now, how are we doing on unrest? Israel's a bit high, but that's okay. Sri Lanka possibly should be taken down so that we can actually unify them properly, although I think at this point, if things go south with the unification plan, we'll just do it by force. African Union is staying surprisingly low. I guess they're just not increasing that rapidly right now. Alright, Anjor can take a control point somewhere, potentially. We've got more alien activity going on. Alright, so we should take Jordan here soon, which means I think we can go ahead and declare war on the next territory, which is going to be Iraq or Syria. Probably Syria. So we will declare war from the Caliphate on Syria momentarily. So I'm going to have Urantika declare that, set national policy in the Caliphate.
Time to make our move. Reporting in.
I need to actually declare a rivalry with Syria first. And then, let's see. Caliphate is much more peaceful, but as soon as we take Jordan, that's probably going to go up again. So let's keep running stability missions there.
I'm here.
Anjor could take out xenoforming.
We are going in.
At your service.
And Eric doesn't really have anything better to do. I might as well investigate that alien activity in Paris.
We'll recon the site.
Alright,
I will help
Pan-Asian
them.
Combine armies are getting home.
Offering assistance. Order is returning. Mission complete.
I want to declare war on Syria. Pacific Defense League, no. African Union, yes. Israel, yes. India, sure. Saudi Arabia, yes. Continue
By the
that.
number.
Alright, Jordan is conquered. Caliphate is growing. Not too bad of an increase there. The Saudi Arabian army is not doing great. Nor is the Caliphate army. But we're still going to deploy everything to Syria. Get that unification going. Syria's got a lower combat score anyway, so this should be fine.
Here's what we found.
Alright. Pacific Defense League, we lost a control point to the servants, and we have a breakthrough in Saudi Arabia. Alright, so we can gain a bunch of science and a significant public opinion boost. We can gain science and boost training and education programs in Saudi Arabia. We can boost their economic and GDP, or we can go for military. I think I'm going to go for the training and education programs here. And we lost the control point in Canada. That's fine. That's a little more of a problem, is we lost something in the Pan-Asian Combine and the Pacific Defense League. So we'll do what we can about that momentarily. I hope the servants aren't trying to immediately deploy those armies again. That would be kind of frustrating. Anjor can go ahead and take Pac back.
Where do you need?
As far as taking back the Pacific Defense League, can Madeline get it with just a simple purge mission? That's going to be a little hard. Let's have Udantika run a crackdown first. We'll pump in a few influence just in case they decide to defend interests there. And then we'll have Madeline run her purge mission after that.
Removing our enemies.
Eric, meanwhile, can go ahead and let's run a public campaign in the Pacific Defense League. We're running a little lower on public support there.
Making our case.
So we'll do that while the Caliphate tries to expand into Syria.
Offering support.
Offering counsel.
A station is trying to, or the Academy is trying to join us. Let's do it. Welcome aboard. And they talked them down. That's fine.
We've moved the needle.
All right. Critical success there. That's
Crackdown complete.
All right, and we got the crackdown, so we should hopefully get the purge mission. All right, Pan-Asian Combine is back under our control. All right, and India has a navy now, so that's great.
We've removed some threats.
Pacific Defense League is back under our control. And we're way over cap. Is there a nation we can abandon or do something else with? We could abandon Bolivia. We could abandon... probably Bolivia is the only one that we really want to abandon of all of these right now. That'll get us a little bit more safety. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, and we finished more management research. So we'll keep on grinding that up. Oops. Yep, we got our armies back. And is anyone ready to level up? Anjor is, so we can give him another point in command. Or persuasion? Let's go for persuasion. I don't believe anyone else is ready. Udantika. Oh no, Udantika is ready. She can take another point in command. Is Madeline ready? No, Madeline needs 20 experience. All right. Excuse me. All right then. So we fixed all the damage from last turn. We just need to probably do some unrest reduction missions. Singapore is a candidate. Pacific Defense League is a candidate. Caliphate is, as always, a candidate. African Union is a candidate. And then also our popularity is slipping in Singapore. Let's have all right, Eric is going to do a public campaign in Singapore.
I will tell our story.
Urantika is going
Ready for
to
orders.
stabilize the Caliphate.
We'll turn down the heat.
Madeline is
Ready
going
for
to
orders.
stabilize the African Union.
We'll turn down the heat.
And
Where do
Anjor
you need
is
me?
going to... Anjor is going to stabilize in the Caliphate as well.
He'll make things safe.
Alright, let's run time.
Offering counsel.
I will help them.
Alright, so we've got the 8th Armored is
We're winning
running a
their
little
hearts
low,
and
but we
minds.
should be able to finish them off in time. Singapore is
Things are
fine.
cooling off.
Caliphate is doing fine.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are stabilizing.
There's a crackdown in the Caliphate. Interesting. That's actually not all that surprising. I just did not think that that would be an issue.
True innovation does not occur by forcing others to accept our opinions. It occurs when we combine multiple ideas to create something new, something better. Superior Judith Howell, interview with the American Christian Television System.
All right, we've got advanced fission systems, so we need to pick a new global tech. We could do white collar automation or possibly network propaganda. I don't know that any of these matter too much for what we're trying to do. I don't think we want Fall of Empires. Interplanetary polities, fleet logistics. I'm just gonna go ahead and run white collar automation, I think, here. So that should be fine. Then let's run time. Is that army gonna survive? I hope so. Pan-Asian Combine, we lost a control point. That's okay. We'll get it back. 12%, I think they'll make it. All right, so, Anjor
Promoting it.
needs to take the Pan-Asian Combine back.
Standing by for orders.
Which, how close are we? 57 days? And is India ready to absorb Sri Lanka? Unification, yes. Eric, I'll have,
At your service.
oh goodness, I'll have Urantika go and set policy in India to unify
Heading
with
to the
Sri
capital.
Lanka.
Ready to go.
How are we doing on unrest? Let's see. Israel could probably use some decrease. Yeah, Pacific Defense League is going up. So let's go ahead and stabilize Israel,
Restoring order.
and Eric can go ahead and run a public campaign in. Let's keep going for the Caliphate because we wanna protect that.
We must persuade
interests
the
there.
people.
All right, 8%.
Lending my expertise.
Lending my expertise.
That one might get destroyed. That'll be fine. Oh, no, we got it just in time. I lucked out there. All right, we're gonna send you back to Riyadh. Caliphate we'll send back to Jeddah. The African Union army from Cairo we will send back to Cairo. And the Tel Aviv army we will send back to Tel Aviv. Alright, let's continue time.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Policy direction complete.
Alright, we're going to unify India with Sri Lanka. Alright, that's good. That'll get us a little more CP cap availability. And India is now, let's see, they're peaceful. Alright, and then Pan-Asian Combine is back under our control. And we lost a point to the Academy. Interesting. And the servants took it from the Academy. Alright, we lost a point in India to the servants. We'll get that back in a minute. Just make sure that I'm following everything that happened. Yeah, India we want to take back, and then Caliphate we will take. I probably should be running defend interests there, but I haven't been because it isn't that huge a deal most of the time.
What's the up?
Madeline, I want to run a purge mission on the servants there. We're probably not even going to need help from Urantika here. Even if they fortify, we've got it. So
We're taking
we'll run
power.
that.
Where to?
Eric, let's double check popularity scores again. Pacific Defense League is probably our biggest. Well, no, Caliphate. We'll keep running public campaigns in the
I will
Caliphate.
try to sway the public.
Where to?
Urantika, I would like to probably run stability. We're going to, oh, that's not stability, or instability. Probably the Pacific Defense, or no, the Caliphate. We'll run in the Caliphate.
We'll make things safe.
Alright, confirm assignments and run time.
Offering assistance.
Offering counsel.
Alright, and then we'll check on all of our cooldowns at the end of this turn.
Things are cooling off.
The people will come to our side.
Alright, we're up to ridiculous support there. We lost Bolivia, but that's fine. Corrupt generals. Massive corruption. I don't think I know what this event does. Oh boy. That's bad. Well, I think we take the gamble, because it looks like the gamble isn't that much worse. So I guess we'll maneuver politically to sideline and reduce the general's power, and we succeeded. Alright, that's not ideal, and oh goodness, that is a very totalitarian government score. Okay. I don't why we're not investing in mission control there. We might as well. 32 days, though, until we can disarm their nukes. Alright, then we
We'll be
took
ready
India
for
back.
new order soon.
Our associates are now in charge.
And we took the Caliphate back. Alright, we want to keep running economy and welfare. Yeah. Pan-Asian Combine, we lost a control point. That's okay. We'll take it back. Alright, so then this turn,
Standing
Anjor
by.
will take back the Pan-Asian Combine from the servants.
Standing by.
Eric, let's see here. Oh, I was gonna check on cooldowns and everything. Let's ally Caliphate with the EU and the Pan-Asian Combine. That seems good. Saudi Arabia. How soon can we federate that back into the Caliphate? We can do it right now. I guess the African Union, technically. So we'll have
I'm here.
Acknowledged.
Udantika go ahead and do that.
Where do you need me?
So set national policy in Saudi
On
Arabia.
my way to the capital.
Standing by for orders.
Madeline, we will stabilize the Caliphate, I think. Yeah, stabilize
We'll
Caliphate.
restore peace to this nation.
Your
Eric,
orders.
I want more popularity, and I want it in Israel? I guess Israel. Actually, can Israel federate in? No, we're 12 days away from being able to do anything with Israel. So, public campaign in Israel, then.
We must persuade the people.
We're putting you quitters out of business.
The initiative wants to trade for advanced climate modeling. Let's take all of their stuff. I don't know what Nandaka Intelligence Solutions is. That doesn't seem very useful, but we'll go for it anyway. Can I get any of their ops? Can I get any of their boost? Let's go for some of their space resources. Because we're just gonna take stuff until they stop saying it's a generous trade. 9651. 1904. All right, that's all their stuff. Let's add another org or 3. Okay, sure. I'm happy to give them like increased welfare priority stuff. So let's do it. I don't know why they decided to initiate that trade, but I will take it.
I will help them.
Offering assistance.
Oh no. Okay, Madeline Eklund could get murdered, or we could smuggle something and do bad things to the Caliphate. We could take out a politician, or we could do a daring heist. We probably should do the daring heist. And we somehow got alien stuff. Cool. That's good.
Things are stabilizing.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
All right.
Mission complete.
Saudi Arabia, we want to federate with the African Union. And then that should allow us to unify with the Caliphate in October. It is April. how are we doing on cooldown with federating with the African Union? Or with unifying with the African Union itself? 13th of June. How is... Okay, so the African Union is sectarian. That's not great. So we want to try and boost that up. Oh, that's not good either. So that jumped up to 6. So I'm going to actually plug more into unity and knowledge here, and a little bit less into economy, into welfare and economy. Because I want to get that cohesion up to 5 for when we unify. My understanding is that, at least on this patch, if the cohesion is below a certain level when you unify, you can lose some territory, basically, from the mega nations. Alright. Those are coming along nicely.
Prepping
Asian
for my
Combine
next
is
mission.
back under our control. 14 days until we can, or one more turn basically, until we can start disarming nukes in the Pan-Asian Combine. Religion point in India we lost. To the servants, of course. That's fine. We'll take it back. Anjor, head back to India.
Ready for my mission.
Oh, our popular support in the European Union has fallen dramatically. What do we want to do about that? Well, we'll run public campaigns there.
I will tell our story.
Ready.
All right, Urantika. Let's see, that they're allied in. Israel can federate in. Let's do that. So set national policy in Israel. We'll have
Time to
them
make our
join the
move.
federation.
Ready.
And Madeline, I want to run stability in either Israel or Caliphate or African Union. Probably the Caliphate.
Restoring order.
All right, let's run time.
Offering support.
Lending my expertise.
Servants did fortify in India.
Things are cooling off.
Probably not going to be enough for
Public
them.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
All right, low Earth orbit cleanup. Oh, this would be nice. Let's go ahead and augment efforts with ground to orbit. We can spend some money and boost. We've got lots.
Policy direction complete.
All right, Israel is going to federate into the African Union. All right, the armies are almost all healed, which means we can go and take
Cleaning
out
things up.
Iraq next. India we took back. We can probably stop building navy now. Now that we've got a navy there at least. Might be worth investing some in military. Ooh, that's not ideal. This is probably fine. I'm gonna put an extra pip into welfare. And maybe take off unity? Although, oh goodness, the servants have so much public support there. We should change that. All right. Yes, the aliens have rapidly become more popular in India. That is true. We will fight it as best we can. Public campaign in India.
We'll make our appeal.
Reporting in.
Urantika. Let's see. I think I want to declare war on Iraq from the Caliphate. Is the Caliphate allied to all my other nations? I believe they are. Yes. So we will declare a rivalry with Iraq. And then have Urantika set policy in the Caliphate
Heading
to
to the
declare war
capital.
there.
Ready for my mission.
And the armies should be ready to deploy shortly after that. Let's go ahead and stabilize the African Union.
We'll make things safe.
Because they're getting a little
Ready.
high. Sectarian, yeah, that's improving. And then Anjor, what is Anjor gonna do? We've got all of our territory under our control for the most part. So he could go and actually try and do some stabilized nation. Or he could... We could take a random control point somewhere. I don't know that we want to do that given that we're running pretty high again. What are they doing here in Indonesia? They're building army, or building a navy. That's fine. We want them to do that. Okay, so I think that we can have Anjor. There's an empty control point somewhere. Argentina and Guatemala. Huh. Interesting. Let's just have Anjor run an inspire mission on someone. Why not? Eric. Let's
I'll
inspire
ensure
Eric.
their loyalty. I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Cool.
Offering counsel.
Offering counsel.
Panic in Damascus. All right, we're gonna deploy forces, lose a little bit of democracy. That's fine.
Order is returning.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Mission complete.
All right, the Caliphate. Why can't we declare war on Iraq? Didn't I make them a rival? Can't be allied with allies of Iraq. Who is Iraq allied to? The Pan-Asian Combine. Oh, we need to get rid of that. So we want to grant independence, go back, and then can we still not declare war? The Federation. Ah, darn it. Did I screw this up? I may have screwed this up. Well, I guess we'll cancel this for now. And we'll do that again next turn. That's fine. I should probably take the Gulf states. Can they be... Yeah, they can be absorbed. Do I want to actually take them, though, or do I want to simply conquer them? They're at 3.9, and they've got an army, which is kind of a pain. We could take them out with the EU or other forces, but it'd probably be easier to just save the army. So let's go ahead and run Dominate Nation in the Gulf states.
Ready for orders.
Then Eric is going to go ahead and run Public Campaign in the Gulf states.
Making our case.
Ready for orders.
Antica can go ahead and take a control point there, maybe? Or, oh no. That's difficult. Run a crackdown, perhaps? It is fortified, that's why this is so hard. Well, we've got a bazillion influence. We might as well spend a bunch.
Turning up the heat.
Ready for orders. Terminating the opposition.
Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll worry about declaring war on Iraq later.
Lending my expertise.
I will help them.
Orbital debris strike. I guess we'll order the crew onto double shifts. We lost a military science lab. So we will rebuild that, I guess. Let's build that on Earth. Or no, let's build it in space. I mean, neither of these is a particularly scarce resource at this point. Alright, let's get back to Earth though. How are we doing on cooldowns? African Union is almost done with its cooldown to potentially join the Caliphate.
We've moved the needle.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Alright. Gulf states, we should be able to take 2 control points here momentarily. Oh, whoops. I thought Malin was gonna go first. That's a problem. We lost a control
Mission
point
abort.
there. Yeah. That's fine. We should change our priorities though to... What do we want the Gulf states to do? We probably want to run... Let's just run economy and welfare. Alright, so that didn't work quite the way I was hoping it would. I've gotten distracted. So Anjor is going to go ahead and retake the European Union.
Where to?
Because we don't want to lose that. And then Eric and everyone else is going to continue to run on the Gulf states.
I will tell our story.
Ready.
But Antica can run a crackdown mission on the Oligarch's point, or actually, we can just take the executive. So we'll take the executive, get her up to
Going after their people.
94%.
Ready.
Run a purge on the executive point.
Targeting
just in
the
case
opposition.
things go poorly. And then confirm assignments.
Offering assistance.
Lending my expertise.
Panic. We're going to deploy forces again. Lose a little democracy. How is the African Union doing? It's polarized. We want to get that up,
Public
cohesion a little
sentiment
bit
is
higher still,
increasingly with us.
before we go too much further. We've got more support in the Gulf states, and we've completed the Greater Caliphate project. All right, that's good. What do we want from here? Maybe liberating mainland China if we want to try and absorb back into Taiwan. The South American Union is also kind of interesting. Let's go liberating mainland China. That seems like it could be useful.
We've neutralized their key people.
All right. Gulf states we should be taking here shortly. Management research is completed again. Let's go ahead and run more management research.
Wrapping up here.
All right. European Union is back under our control. Hegemonic. I should probably stop running so much unity here. That's fine though. We lost a control point in India.
Our people have taken control.
And we took the executive in the Gulf states. Oh my goodness, that was... Okay, that wasn't too important. Alright, so we've made some progress. We've got a lot more to do yet. Let's see, we can unify with the African Union, but we're not quite ready to do that yet until they get their cohesion a little higher, which they'll get there soon. And then we will, we'll pick this up next time. But for now, thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed. Have a great day.